Hello, everybody. We are back with episode 3 of the Dogs of Doskvol. Sorry about our delay there. We were having some technical difficulties, but we are here before you. So, without further ado, I'm going to pass it right to our storyteller. Eric, take it away.
Hey, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Bubs. Hi, chat. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere, and we're playing some Blades in the Dark, some Dogs of Doskvol. This is session 3, and if you haven't seen the first 2 sessions, you definitely should. They're kind of freaking amazing. I'm doing pretty well, but you're not here to hear me talk. You're here to see these 5 other amazing people to play. So let's just go around real quick and say how we're doing and remind everyone who you're playing today.
Okay. Would you like to pick an order for this, or do you just want us to kind of holler out?
I want you to go first, Bubs.
Oh,
last. You always go last.
I do. I'm playing Coomer. Coomer is a hound of sorts, a gentle giant. And last week he had some really, or the last time we played, he had some really intense feelings about things that I don't necessarily know if it landed well with everybody else, but we'll see how it pans out this time. Now he's just worried for his friend Whip.
It's true. Cool.
That would be me, I guess. Hi, I'm PanikKontrol. I'm on vacation, so you guys are getting vacation me. It's good. Glad that I can be here, though. I play a character named Whip, who has gone to quite extraordinary lengths to see himself and his friends try to rise out of the situation that they've been in, and it's resulted in his, not death, but he's down for the count. So that's going to be really interesting to see now how, after he's taken a trauma condition, it changes his personality and the way that he does business. But speaking of last episode, handing it off to the Blood Tornado Whirlwind Critmaster 9000.
The Beyblade.
Beyblade. Fox.
Let her rip.
Let her rip, that's right.
Go ahead, Lily.
Hi, I'm LillyVinnily. Hello, I play Fox, who is a loud, obnoxious, sexual, I'm not going to say predator, but she just really enjoys sex, I guess. I don't know. She also eats people. It's a really weird situation, but yeah, she's crazy and went absolutely bananas on a whole bunch of people, and it was amazing and very delicious. Now I think I'm comatose, but yeah, that's me. Hello. I don't know who to pass this to. I think Oz.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm playing Sever. I am a Takarosi leech, specifically physicker. So I heal people, and I believe my services will be in demand soon.
Stay a while and listen.
I would be inclined to agree.
You might be onto something there.
So was there more? Sorry, you're good. You keep going.
I was going to introduce you, so go.
Oh, right. Hi. Good evening. Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Alan or Geef. You take your pick. In this particular campaign, I am playing Shmooze, who is essentially a smooth-talking, quick-witted, quick-thinking individual who uses his wiles and charms to get into people's hearts, hopefully their bedrooms, and to steal their items. That sounds sexual, but it's not. At the moment, he has done essentially nothing right now. He just watched He watched Fox carve a path of death and destruction, and it was beautiful, whilst he stood there slack-jawed, gasping and wondering how on earth did I let her touch my watch. Other than that...
I forgot.
Yeah, don't touch my stuff! It's been pretty good. It's been really good so far. So that's why I'm playing. That's Shmooze, and hopefully you'll get to see more of our adventures continue, and hopefully people will continue to not touch my stuff. Be good.
Yes, perfect.
You're passing it on.
I don't think that's gonna. I don't know. I think that might be the most wishful of all the thoughts and all the goals.
Yeah, don't touch my stuff. Anyway, yeah.
I can't help it. It's always so shiny.
All right. I like to start every game with a quick little recap of what happened. So our dogs faced the churning landscape of Crow's Foot as Rorik's death ushered in an all-out gang war between the Crow's former allies, the Lampblacks and the Red Sashes, with our party kind of getting swept into it. They had some tough talks amongst themselves about what they want to do and how to get ahead in this new, ever-changing landscape, involving certain bargains with the devils. The devils particularly who took Coomer's tongue, the city's police force, otherwise known as the
Stay a
Blueprints.
while and listen.
The plan for the time being is to covertly wipe out an ally of the Crows to make themselves indispensable by betraying the very emissaries of the Crows sent them, a creepy cult known as the Void, who all have monotone voices and tattoos of a throne on their forehead. The party ambushed the leaders of the Void during negotiations at their favorite local bar here, and it got pretty hairy, but they came out on top, and they decapitated the Void of all leadership. Most of the party got pretty dang banged up, though, with Karo traumaing out. So, Karo, we saved what your trauma was going to be. Do you want to tell us what it is?
You mean whip on that one?
Whip. Sorry. Yeah, Whip. I'm using this your character name, but not your
Character first name, yeah. No worries. I think that the only thing that I want to say now is that Whip has become obsessed with an idea, something that he experienced in the moments before he traumatized out. Gave him
Vendor's initiative. Yeah.
Gave him a vision of something that he could do or achieve to never have to be in that risky of a situation again, and it's something that he never even considered. And so I think you could call it an obsession.
Oh, I definitely would. Okay.
So we'll see how that goes.
Awesome.
How do we find you after this fight?
Yeah, I think you drugged me and Shmooze out of there. He took level 3 harm as well.
Yeah. So just I want to do some quick math stuff for the folks. We're not going to do like the downtime or we're going to do the downtime, but we're not going to do like the payoff and all that kind of stuff. I kind of already did that to help speed up the game a little bit because we're starting a little late and get back in more into play. Everyone earned 6 XP with the exception of Panic's character Whip, who earned 7 for getting a trauma. The crew earned 4 XP. But the question I had for the group here is, you will not be earning any rep for this because you're deliberately or doing this covertly. You don't want anyone to find out necessarily that you are the ones, especially the Crows, to find out that you're doing this, right? So 0 rep. Sound fair?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, cool. The rewards, though, for this mission was 2 coin, not 2 coin apiece, but 2 coin total. That's basically anything you could get that you could quickly sell to your fences that you know that was on the Void. So, like, any kind of, like, maybe sort of jewelry and, you know, any cash on hand. As well as the cash of 2 of Tier 0's guns that were given to you. So you have those available. And then everyone's favorite, you got 6 heat from that mission. It was a spicy mission, and there was killing involved, which is why it goes to 6.
A lot of killing.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have a quick vignette of sort of what we see as we start this session. I really love "Beat the Devil's Tattoo" from Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, and that's kind of like the song I think of for this beginning part here. And the opening shot is a shot of the rainy streets of Doskvol outside of Lute's Tavern. Bluecoats and bystanders alike abound these slick cobblestones, kind of inquiring about what's going on. We have a shot of a cop in a heavy gray pea coat, because think of this sort of like springtime where it's cold and rainy, right, all the time. You can see everyone's breath, right? This heavy thick pea coat on over this blues. He's talking to Lutz, who's like kind of like pulling out whatever hair he has left. He's furious, going over details. The conversations or like the dialogue is kind of in media res, but we hear just Lutz is absolutely pissed, and he knows just who did this shit to his bar, right? The other blues have sort of erected a makeshift barricade outside, so there's no one can get super close. However, coming through the barricade, coming from Charter Hall, we see 2 spirit wardens who are wearing these very, very elegant, ornate bronze masks. They kind of remind you of Sever's kind of doctor mask, only these are made of metal, as well as their sort of heavy SWAT tactical gear. For this time period, you could see that they have sort of like this one of them has a large pole behind them that you can't see like the end of it. They're also wearing these kind of like very official ornate Navy capes, or like half capes, as they're kind of stomping into this place. There's a chalked outline of a handprint on the outside of Lute's door. Remember who that belongs to. And as we see the Spirit Seeker, or we see Spirit Seeker crows above the bar, kind of doing their terrifying caws at the camera as the two Spirit Wardens go inside the bar. So there's kind of like the police scene of Ural's basic tornado of violence inside, right? The Beyblade killing. So all the cops there are dealing with that kind of stuff. But now this is where we get the players here. Coomer, please pick one more person to be in this scene for me. You are heading out to the park. One of the parks that you love to go to that you hang out with the orphans with.
Please pick Fox.
Who would be with you this time?
Let's see. So Whip is down and out. Is this is like pretty much next morning kind of event?
No, this could be a little bit time. This is some time afterwards. We'll flash back to sort of like the skedaddling away and all that kind of stuff. This is sort of, after things maybe died down. So maybe like a week or so, or
Sure.
maybe more. Yeah, you're.
I would assume I would be like probably up and hobbling along, maybe on like a makeshift cane at that juncture, because I was pretty fucked up. But that would be good for my character if you wanted to take me.
Yeah.
But you had one of those
stressed out, right?
commitments. You had one of those commitments, Bubs. Like Coomer had one of those commitments that it was a kid's birthday or it was a holiday or something like that, where like you promised that you would show up.
For the sake of normalcy, given the turn of events, knowing that how we can all really deserve scenes with each other, I think out of normalcy he would probably take Fox.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. Okay, cool. Love it. Yeah, it makes
That'll
sense
go
to me.
well.
Yeah. Awesome. So you two are kind of going to the park there. Although there's someone else there with your kids, Coomer. It's Sergeant Helker. He is the same guard that you met the very first time we played, the one with the big mutton chops from the card game, who's kind of been hanging. You can see he just gave a little toy to like one of the little Taikarosi kids, some sort of like small little railjack train, and like scruffs his head up a little bit, and he's sitting on a bench, and he kind of stands up, and the kid's kind of near him too. He gets a little bit closer to the kid and calls you two over.
I'm apprehensive at first.
Yeah.
What does Fox look like? Oh, what would you do here if you saw this blue coat kind of calling us over?
Whistling and looking all over the place. I'm not doing nothing. Nobody got me for nothing.
Well, I couldn't
Minding
stand
my own business.
couldn't stand for this guy to just kind of be left alone with the kids. So yeah, I'm gonna head over.
He's kind of waiting for you.
Sure.
Like he sees you coming. And
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
Fox will travel a little slowly behind Coomer with this too.
totally. Yeah. Put on quite a show there at that bar.
I'm not there yet.
This is like when you get close to him, right?
Oh, okay. It's like I'm not...
like when you're in classic dialogue distance. It's like put on quite a show at that bar.
What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What?
Oh, come on, we can be civil about this. Well, maybe you can, Coomer.
I'm gonna
You're
kind
a
of
real
like
fucking prick.
I'm gonna point to this lasting bruise that I got from a baton as he struck me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's right. You better fucking know.
Oh, I wouldn't be so quick to talk about stuff when, your nice little rooftop hideout may not be as safe as you think it is.
Why, you want to come over? You want to have a little pal around, huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
bring some mates around and see what's happening. Actually, it turns
I think
out
that's a
you're,
little too much. I don't think I can handle that.
Well, that's too bad.
I'm only only 5 foot here. I don't think I can handle 8 of you at the same time. Yeah, tiny. Unless you're tiny. Are you tiny? Can I get a peek?
He flashes you a revolver, a brand new revolver. That puts your guns to shame. This is like a tier 3 revolver.
I see you're packing quite the package there, sir.
Really big.
Beautiful.
That's what happens when you have good friends in this city. You all could really use a lesson about good friends. See, your friend just ratted you out because you ruined his bar. You couldn't help yourselves, could you? See, I don't know if that's just because you're just gutter trash or because you're, not from here or you just don't know how things work. But, you should look out about your friends a little better. And then he does that as he like rubs the little head of the kid who's playing with the train.
Coomer's probably growing
So
notably more anxious.
yeah, he's doing this. He knows that you can't act here, and he's basically just rubbing this into your face.
Yeah.
Right? That he knows where you are, he knows that you fucked up, and if you do anything to him, he would absolutely like not hesitate to either hurt you or these kids or anything like that. Like he's got you pretty good here. And this is your entanglement from the heist here.
Right.
This is a show of force. And so what's happening here is that this is the hard choice that you're gonna have to make. Besides, like, we're gonna role playing this stuff out. But this is what this kind of looks like. So he knows where you are at. You have the option here of really kind of setting the scene, and as a group, as a crew, you have to either go to war with the Bluecoats now.
I feel like there's an war coming on.
Yeah, or you have to just basically take this giant L, and mechanically that means your what we call your hold to like how you level up goes from strong to weak, and which means now in order to go to tier 1, you're going to have to make your crew strong again, and then from strong you can level up to level 1. So this is going to be knocking you down. If you go to war, you're going to get knocked down anyways.
Yeah. No, we can risk much.
But basically, this is a show of force. Like, I could have had them all just come and just raid you for fun, but instead he's just doing this where he knows where you're most vulnerable. He knows, like, this is how he's getting you. Like, he's specifically getting at Coomer because he knew about his connection with these kids, and he's here and he's rubbing this in. And now, so you can't help but notice what does he know about you, or like anything else? Like, what else do they know? So how do you all respond? Like, how would you respond knowing that he's kind of got your goat?
Like, I feel like Fox is just sitting there like there's no idea what to do.
Coomer's gonna field all the kids together and start walking them out. It's likely that you would see him probably like white knuckling at this point. This is not an easy situation, and he knows that he can't make a scene of it because he could probably take a shot, but there's a very good chance that he could just choke this guy out. But it's not going to do us any good. It's just going to cause a war.
Yeah, exactly. Like, going on him would be like, this is war.
Yeah.
Right? But Fox, like, I guess I'm saying, like, how would Fox feel feeling cornered? Like that's kind of what I'm putting here. Like, you feel kind of like
she
socially...
doesn't like it. She boils.
Right?
She boils.
Yeah.
She boils over, but she's just kind of sitting there with her mouth because she can't do anything. There's too many kids. She hates the kids, but she doesn't want to like freak them out and eat everybody. That's not a good look, No,
that would
just
not
really hungry right now, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, cool. So he probably tells you something like, you made the right choice, and he'll be seeing you all around. And the last thing he'll tell you is that, you all are very lucky that our jail cells are full from the finagling at Tangletown.
Yeah, and you're lucky that my belly's full. Boosh! And then we're leaving, and that's how she kind of walks away like this. But like backwards.
Coomer grabbing her by like
middle fingers up, walking backwards, and
like
grabbing her by
into hell.
like the nape of her neck, like come on, like yanking her back.
Fucking take my tier 2 guns right here.
Yeah.
Tier 2 yeet.
You don't want fucking one of these.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Welcome to downtime. You all got 2 actions to do a piece. Again, this is sort of like for everyone who's never played Blades, this is part of the game where it's kind of like a resource management part of the game where you have a limited number of actions. You can get a little more by spending coin or your reputation. Before we go back to like free play or maybe another mission, it's sort of like not necessarily scene to scene, moment to moment like you would combat or something like that. It's kind of sort of these vague scenes of sort of these vignettes that sort of happen. Of course, we can have role playing and everything between. Just all just kind of depends. So you all have 2. My guess is you all probably want to get healed up.
Yeah.
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 The doctor is
Well,
in.
I have so much stress.
I've got some stress as well.
I have one until I hit trauma.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Who has actual harm?
Maybe those cops do want to come back.
I've got a
Maybe
level
8
1
is
lesser.
not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
But I know that Panic has a fair
Shmooze,
amount.
Shmooze has level 3.
I've got 3 stress, mate.
No, you have level 3 harm though.
You have a level 3 harm?
You have
Do I have
shotgun
harm?
blast.
Oh, that's right. You
Shmooze.
did.
You went down with me in the shotgun blast.
Shotgun blast. And
Mhm.
spooks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have level 3 harm. You want to patch me up,
You
buddy?
have level 3 and level 1.
Yeah.
We both have level 3 and level 1.
Yeah, I do. Level 3. I got spooked. 1, yeah. Shotgun blast. I say it. Yeah.
Yeah, so set aside one of your 2 actions to recover, and then I can heal you for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done. Consider it done.
Okay.
So I've got 1 more action. Are we just jumping in with me? Let me do my thing now.
Yeah,
So
go
I've got
for
1
it.
left.
Yeah, let's just do that.
I've got 3 stress. Oh, fuck! I don't have a vice. I lost my vice, didn't I? I lost my
You did.
purveyor.
You lost your purveyor.
Okay.
It's like Darkest Dungeon when you're like, dude, just let me
It
go
is.
to the fucking hostel. Please, 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 the brothel. Please, no. It's
The stage
guys
code
in
stuff is there. Like, get out. Just get out. Yeah.
yeah.
I just walked in and basically got all misses, and you just crit me multiple times, and I'm very upset.
You and
What are you gonna do?
Hang on, can I start a project to find a new purveyor? I can I not? Is that was that not-
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's an action though, isn't it?
Yeah, it 100% is.
Yeah, let's do it. If I don't do it now, I'm buggered later on.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll do also 1 action, set aside an action to be healed / touched by Sever.
What am I healing just for flavor purposes?
Everything. No, I've got some shrapnel in my left shoulder. And I've got some shrapnel landed in my left shoulder and a little bit up in the thorax. Other than that, I'm all good. But I can still talk. It's all good. We're all good. But other than
That's
that,
good.
yeah, a little bit of injury.
Yeah,
but not-
Sever will hold a conversation with you while he with these hot forceps is just digging in there and plucking each piece of shrapnel out as
Yeah.
best as he can.
As you're plucking out, I'm like, Jesus, Doc, you've done this before. Fuck, that hurts. Could you not press so hard, please? It's
Press harder.
look at this skin. It's porcelain, okay?
Don't be such a baby.
Hurting me so much. I'll remember that.
I got a 5.
And then I'm going to use my other action to try and find a purveyor because I need one.
You should have rolled, I think, an additional die.
I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
So you have 3 in Tinker
cool,
and then 1 for a friend for helping, basically.
Correct.
Okay.
yeah.
One for Physiker.
Oh, okay. Well, by using a wait, yeah, it's not a contact. Okay. You're
Okay.
good.
Yes. So then, with a 5, you get 2 segments on your healing clock. So you wouldn't actually heal.
You're halfway.
You're halfway. So unless this is going to take me more time.
Look, just get it done. But if it takes more time, no worries.
you can pay a coin for a extra downtime. So you can move your project clock forward. You can take the healing, and we can spend one of the 2 coin we got to get you back on your feet. Because level 3 harm is pretty serious.
Yeah, you guys okay with that?
I don't mind.
I'm cool with that if everybody
To give
else is.
you context of what level 3 was, I know I was talking to Panic about it earlier, but it literally means that you can't take any actions unless you push yourself or someone else sets you up beforehand or helps you. Like, you're basically incapacitated. You need help to do anything.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I don't. Yeah, I know. If you
You
guys
can. Yeah, and you can also spend a coin to upgrade it to 3 segments on your healing clock, which still isn't full, but it'll get you closer just in case I cack it up. Next roll.
Spending a coin for another roll would probably be mechanically the best thing.
Or both.
Yeah, you do both.
Yeah, Sever looks at you and goes, "This is very, very serious. I need you to stay put." This is going to take me more time and more materials. I have to suture. You have a lot of internal bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sever, you're probably not that used to shoot like gunshot wounds.
No, probably
Right.
not. This is
Considering-
not with guns,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is not his forte.
Yeah, so
So,
like
yeah,
picking this stuff out, it's
I've got coins, do I not? I'm pretty sure.
You should. I think we all
do.
got
I'm
2 from our first mission.
not sure where I
Yeah.
marked. Oh, I hate myself. So
I've
much.
already spent them.
No, did we? No, we
No,
didn't.
you didn't.
I
You didn't
just,
spend them. That would have
we
been, that'd
have-
be fucking funny though.
we have 4 in the crew bank. If you guys want to use that stuff for healing, that seems like the best way.
The
to do
crew
it.
bank,
And-
those 2
and
that I
then-
put in there, I put 2
Yeah.
my own stash went into the crew bank so the kids could get out with us.
Okay. And then we got 2 from the job, so we were at 4. Do we want to
one
give
to
1
heal
to
me.
heal?
And it'd be 2 in total because it's 1 to heal
Remember-
me, 1
yeah.
for my own personal reserve, is it? Or was it 2?
Well,
Correct?
no, yeah, well, 2 total. No, 2 total for the crew. We got almost no money for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're setting ourselves up for more money.
We're setting ourselves up for more money if we get you back on your feet
It's an
faster.
investment.
I'm okay using 1, and then I'll just.
Keep-
I have an idea of how to deal with my harm, so don't worry about me.
And keep
Okay.
in mind that every time you dip into those stashes, that means you're less close to being able to have the money to escape.
Yeah, but I need to. I'm not
He
going
needs to be able to walk out. He can walk out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be able to live. So
in a wheelchair. He's just like a hobbit. He just slings me on his back. Yeah, I'll. Good players, that'll be good. If you guys are fine with spending some of our hard-earned, ill-gotten, totally legitimately gotten gains, then I would like to not be hobbling around on crutches. Although it is a good look, but I would. Thank you.
All right.
One of my own. So too.
So, you're paying for an extra downtime, or are you also upgrading this one?
I think for the extra downtime was the right play. I think
Okay.
we were discussing. I think that was the right play.
What's the upgrade? You upgrade by 1, so he's still.
It would just
have
be
full, right?
it would just be 3 segments instead
yeah.
of 2.
yeah, but it's,
We should try to get him healed. Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I would say that is in case I get a crit on my next one, then he would be 8 total, so that he could like downgrade that shrapnel to
Oh, yeah.
level 1
Yeah,
arm.
yeah.
But that's an if.
I
right?
believe.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's assuming you crit, right? Yeah.
that's
sorry.
assuming a crit. Yeah,
I
no.
was wondering where you're pulling that out. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm okay with that.
All right. Sever's going to stick some
Oh, really?
leeches into your wounds to suck out all the bad blood,
humor. Yeah, totally.
the humors.
Yeah. Suck all the bad humans. Okay. Well. So while the leeches are sucking on me and the blood's coming out of me, I look down and I look up at Sever and I muse. I had an ex like this. Yeah. That's all. Nothing else to say. I'm like I'm in pain. So.
I just like one out and just like just stretches your skin and your blood out and just pops off. A
Also
little
had
suction
an-
cup.
Yeah.
Yum. And I just burn it.
Ugh.
Hey, a 6.
All right. So you heal 3. So okay. So you heal your project clock. Your project clock goes up by 5. Healing is 4. So that 1 carries over. So now your level 3 harm gets moved down to level 2.
Okay.
And your level
So I just-
1 harm goes away.
Yes. Root, get out of here. So just
You're-
shotgun
and-
blast. Is just
and
on
you're
deep.
Yeah, it's sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, so you still have a little bit in your shoulder, but you're no longer need help. Now you are just in pain and take -1 die. And you have 1 out of 4 of that healing clock set up. Right?
Good news.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. 1 out of 4.
Right.
Done.
So it filled up
I'm trying to set it
yes.
to where we 1 out of the offer. Yeah. Good.
There you go.
That's updated on your end, right? You've got my sheet up.
I don't have yours open, but
Okay,
I
well-
presume.
It's there. I've done it. I clicked it. Awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. You've you've stitched me up. You've pulled the leeches off me. Blood is leaking on me a little bit, but I pat it down. Look at you and go, thanks, Sever. Let's hope this doesn't happen again.
You're
Don't
going
touch
to need more time, but I must say I'm quite impressed at what these guns can do.
Yeah, me too. Well, now we've got a whole bunch of them. Hopefully, with time, we can actually use them a little bit better, and I don't end up like this again. That'll be lovely.
I hope so.
the downside here is that finding a new, reliable, steady source of, I guess, for fashion, right? A new connect is going to be a 4 o'clock for this project.
That's for to find a new purveyor, correct? The project?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that seems too hard. I was kind of thinking about it because considering the wars going on and like finding things that would be cheap and affordable, that's kind of drying up now. But I don't know. I feel like there's always kind of a market.
I feel like
Maybe
if
it wouldn't
there's a
be
war
affected.
going on, there'll be a black market for it. I can't imagine it being cheap.
Yeah.
But also, if there's a war going on, I'm assuming that means
Well-
dead people, and dead people means clothes, and clothes means markets for it. I would assume.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is that it's more the cops' presence in Crowsfoot has drastically risen because of the bodies.
And that's
and
gonna
by
stop
doing
people
that,
buying
it's
clothes.
so yeah, it's a little bit harder to fence goods and smuggle things around. So I was wondering maybe that's why there'd be more furs on the docks than say moving through here kind of stuff. But you know what? I'll hand wave it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just say you do need to. You have to commit to a project clock to get a new purveyor. So
Okay.
you just have to do an action of you doing it rather than
Oh.
maybe multiple actions.
Right. Okay. Well, that's lovely, but how do I commit that action?
So this is going to be a long-term project. So what you do is you're going to just, I think you literally just roll the trait that you're using to say like how you're finding this person.
Oh, but more of an inside thing, really.
Probably consort.
You reckon?
Right?
Yeah, resources, information. Yeah, deal, done. Make it happen.
You
This
can always
is-
rely on a friend for an additional die.
Yeah, it's always a +1. So it's what control here?
Yeah,
Cool.
and the effect doesn't matter because this
I
is
just put standard.
yeah.
Cool.
Downtime. It's
Ooh.
a 6.
6.
That's
done,
really
though.
good. Okay, you're good to go. So let's talk about this guy, right, real quick, or person.
Yes.
So tell me, your intent is to find a new fashion purveyor.
That's correct.
Awesome.
I do have a friend. I don't know if I can bring this in here, but I do have a friend, Nirix, a prostitute.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Nirix and I, we go way back, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, but yeah, a prostitute, street worker. We never actually slept together. Nothing ever happened. But I understood that she had a life that was difficult, and she understood that I was a person that was all bluster and charm, but underneath was, a little bit damaged, as probably we all are. But I'm young; it's okay. We never had any sort of dealings, but we became good friends. And over time, she told me rather about people and people in the city that that knew things, or she told me people that knew how to get things. She was a very good source of information. So we had a chat, and she explained to me, "Hey, by the way, I'm down on my luck. I thought, bugger it, I need to prevail. Go have a chat to her," and I did. And she goes, "Hey, you know what? Actually, I might have heard something of where you can find someone to scratch that itch that I know you have."
Okay. Yes. Okay. So here's what you have. This he technically runs a haberdashery. It goes by the name of Hix, Hix. So he's an Akarosi. However, the biggest thing about him is that he is pretty much a super hardcore drug addict, and he is almost always what's sleep essence is the one that's kind of like heroin, right?
Yeah.
That one's
Yeah,
beyond me.
puts
I'm
you
going to
out,
assume
I
yes.
think.
Yeah, he's a sleep essence addict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it easy for me. I like it. I respect that. Good. Okay, good.
I think his claim to fame, claim to fame is that he used to be one of like the finer like concierge stylists of some of the folks in Bright Crown, but due to his drug abuse and stuff, he's been kind of like further and further cut from the fringes. And so recently he must have been kicked out from Charter Hall, and now he's made his way down to the bottom of the barrel here in Crowsfoot.
Okay. And he's drug addicted. but
Yeah,
a
heavily.
haberdasher nonetheless. So
He's a Hicks, the haberdasher with a habit.
am I going to need him to supply him with his fix for him to do work for me, or is he
No, that's just a
little bit about
a
him?
color.
Good.
That's just some sweet Doskvol color for you.
I still like it.
That's
I
just
like
the person.
it.
Yeah.
Little sprinkling of color. That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
You can tell me. Do you think is his shop set up in Bagley, Oldwich, the Rookery, kind of anywhere you want?
I like Bagley actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Bagley sounds
Yeah, they
good.
just recently moved in.
He's been there for a bit.
Yeah.
I thought about Oldwich, but no, Bagley's a nicer area, isn't it, than Oldwich? So
Depends. To an outsider, it's all garbage, but
I suppose true. But yeah, no, he's been there for a bit. He's probably no doubt got his fix all sorted, but I'm happy that Nurix was able to set me up.
yeah, love
no
it.
doubt. Nothing's free. I'm sure she wants something from me, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'll come up later.
Also will.
Cool. So I think that action costs you a coin to do, since those other two were healing.
Yes, that's correct.
So, I guess you just tip Nurix for it, basically, right?
That's true. Yeah, tip Nurix. Yeah, she gave me the information. I gave her the coin. I'm sure probably down the line she'll want something more, but yeah, that was all there was.
Yeah.
She's like, look, give you a coin. You're trying to find a new person, so get rid of Project Divine Purveyor. I think I
Yeah.
have one coin left on me, don't I? I think I got one. No,
Yeah, I think you have one left.
I think I got one left.
So Hicks must have been a client of Nurix.
Correct.
Yeah, that makes
That's
perfect
just,
sense.
like, it's someone I've worked with at one point. We've had relations together. Tips
it.
well. Told me where to find him. Gone down and had a chat with him. Said, I know Nurix. He's pointed me in your direction. Says that you're absolutely fantastic with your hands, and also you stitch good clothes. So here we are.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Yep. So now you're set up. You have a new vice purveyor.
That's good.
All right. Who wants to go? And keep in mind, you don't have to do all three of your or 2 or 3 of your actions at once. If you just want to do one and then someone else go too, that's totally cool as well. Any ideas, y'all?
I can just burn through mine real fast. I've just got a little bit of stress to go through. I have one small harm, so if I can get that harm removed and the stress gone, I can kind of piggyback off of the child's birthday thing. Maybe I went out of my way to specialize like a present or like repair something for.
Just for a second, I'm just curious about something. Finding my haberdasher. Can I swing it that I found my haberdasher? Like, oh fuck yes, thank God I found my haberdasher. I now have someone I can chat to. Does finding the person who, my argument being, is finding someone who can indulge my vice as good as actually physically indulging in it?
No. Nope. They're separate.
That's worth a shot. Sorry, I was all
I hear you. But no, I'm a very selfish, vicious god.
Yeah, evidently. That's good. I thought that was good. He's like, yeah, I've got my fix, man. But all right, cool. Good.
Yep. And by the way, we are reading off of the cheat sheet number 2, which is where you have the 6 different things you can do in your downtime.
Cool.
Ah.
That I have lost, but I'll go find it.
And I'm going to indulge ye old vice.
Okay. So remember, you got to roll with your lowest attribute. Yeah, and you describe this as this is kind of like the follow-up after maybe the meeting and you're hanging out with the kids at maybe one of the kids' birthday parties, right? You describe me. Yeah, I like that.
I don't think I'm gonna get any bonus dice here. That's okay. We're gonna run with that. There we go.
Cool. Did you overindulge?
If it's 1 stress per digit, then yes, I have 3 stress.
You did overindulge. So good job there.
So what does overindulgence look like again for those at home?
Yeah, so you make a bad call because of your vice, either and it gets you in trouble in some way. You have to pick from these 4 different options here. You attract trouble, which means we're going to do another entanglement roll. You're going to basically your exploits from your past heist will just cause extra heat here. Effectively, you brag about your heist during your downtime, and things get out. Your character gets lost, like they get preoccupied, either like they're completely drugged out, or the kid needs your help for a long time. So you play another character until you return from your bender.
Okay.
Or your source purveyor is tapped, which means they cut you off, and you have to find a new source for your vice.
See, I like making things dirty. Let's go with the entanglement.
Sure. So we'll roll another entanglement.
Yeah.
I want you to roll entanglement then, and here's how you do that. So just so you know, you have a heat score of 6.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your crew sheet, and when you go to your crew sheet, you're going to click wanted next to the heat, and just roll with no bonus dice. So your wanted level is 1, so you roll 1d6.
Okay. Wanted.
Yeah, it's right next to coin and heat. This is your entanglement. A 1. So flipped or interrogation. So let's choose here. This is what happens because this came from your overindulgence. I want you to pick. These are your choices. One of your contacts, your patrons, clients, or a group of customers switches allegiance due to the heat on you. They're loyal to another faction now. You can't pick loots because that's already guaranteed. Or you can pick interrogation. The bluecoats round up one of the PCs and question them about the crew's crimes. You can either pay them off with a bribe of 3 coin. They beat you up, giving you level 2 harm. And you tell them what you want to know, which is additional 3 heat. And you can resist each of those 2 consequences separately. So basically, you're trying to reduce your heat, and now you can resist stress and gain even more. Interrogation sucks. Or you can just permanently lose one of your contacts. So like your friend.
I mean, I think it makes sense, right? Like, well, you said that we can't lose loots, right?
No, loots is already flipped.
Loots is flipped.
That's what I was kind of picturing when I was doing the vignette. Right? I told you because you didn't bring him into the bar in the conversation. You deliberately avoided him, and now his bar is going to be, 6 dead bodies are in it. So now he has to pay for all the ghost cleanup, all the blood. Like it's just not good.
Okay, so then the rest of our
regret that at
contacts,
all.
we've got Meg, Conway, Keller, Thomas, Walker, and Lutz. So then, or were we supposed to select those? Because I just popped up crew sheet from what I have, and
oh yeah, no, this isn't from your crew sheet. These are either your personal contacts or crew's contacts.
Okay, shit.
So Casa could flip on you. That could be the option there.
I feel like it is. I feel like based on a lot of information that has been happening as a professional bounty hunter, she would probably try to avoid us.
That's so fucking good. That's so fucking good. Guess what?
Wait. What if it's what's his face? Rufus? Who's the guy that Lily?
It's Rufus.
Oh, from the crew
Rufus.
sheet. From the crew. One of the thugs from the crew does.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be the case. Your thugs are loyal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Like you chose for them to be loyal.
Yeah,
Okay. I could see him being like, "No, I'm out." But...
Not loyal.
No, I actually really like it's Costa, and here's why, Coomer.
Okay.
If you're cool with Costa.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
What if Costa was the bounty hunter and the person that ends up getting hired by those 3 yuppies to help to track you all down, and it's kind of why they know more about you.
Fuck.
They're a bounty hunter, and the bounty is you now, and they're choosing the bounty over your friendship.
Well, they're not much of a friend then.
No, they're not. So I think they're part of that team now. That's good.
Fucking sucks, man.
Yeah. So definitely don't mark them as a friend on your sheet.
Yep. I have no more friends.
Yeah, they flipped on you. You have no more friends.
Oh, I'm your friend, big fella.
You have us.
You got me, mate. It's all good.
Costa's the one that brought me Hoagie.
Oh no. Hog champ.
Did you say Pog Champ or Hog Champ?
Hog champ.
I caught myself saying Pog Champ in real life the other day. I fucking hate myself. So now I'm going to say Hog Champ. I'm just going to start happening.
I say Pog all the time.
Yeah, I do too. I'm guilty of it. I hate it.
Like Pogs, Poggy Woggies.
So I
Pokemon.
overindulge. Next time I will make sure that I have a stress of like 7 before I fuck around with any dice again.
You had a 50-50 shot, right?
Yeah. Damn it. That sucks so bad. All right.
Yeah.
Then I guess I've got no stress. Huzzah. We're stressless.
It's true.
Great. No stress.
No Costa, no stress. That's what I
Lost
always
my
say.
best friend. That sucks ass.
Cost.
Yeah, I know, right? Then all I've got left is my my level 1 lesser effect spooked harm.
Mm-hmm. And you wanted to heal that, right?
Yeah, if I can.
Totally.
I mean, I'm willing to, unless of course suddenly All of my other friends abandoned me for trying to lose.
Keep in
this.
mind, Coomer, keep in mind, while that is eating up one of your level 1 harm slots, you have that ability, your perk, you just ignore whatever your level 1 harm is. Like, you treat harm as 1 level lower than what it is. So technically, you operate fine, even though you have level 1 harm.
Right. Oh, man. That's fine. I guess I'll just keep it, and I'll save this, and we'll just push on, because I've got 6 experience, and I can invest into another item for my playbook.
Sure.
Then
Sounds
go
good
ahead.
to me.
I'm done with that. I'm just gonna start looking at some playbook abilities.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Who wants to go?
I'll go. Since I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stress.
So I think you're gonna indulge your vice.
Yeah, I need to do that.
You're gonna go gangbangs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find a gangbang. Maybe it won't be a gangbang. Maybe it'll be a 3. What qualifies as a gangbang? Can I just open up this conversation? Is it 4 people? Because 3 is just a 3. It's 4 or more.
It's got to be 5.
No, I would argue it's at least 3 on 1.
Well, then that's a threesome. Oh, I guess 3 on 1.
3 on 1.
3
3
on
on
1.
1. Yeah.
Oh.
Either way,
Yeah,
it's a
it
good
depends on
time.
how
At least
how much sharing
bare
is involved. Yeah.
Oh.
I think there's more details involved of sharing of who's getting the affection.
Yeah, if you start sharing too much, then it's just an orgy versus.
Yeah.
Correct.
The line between gangbang.
So
and
what
orgy
makes
is
an
like-
orgy so an orgy
There's-
everyone
An
There's
orgy is
no
all
I.
four
There's no
are-
I in threesome, but there is in gangbang.
What?
I think that's the answer.
I'm really glad my face is going to be on this clip that
Yeah.
people can make on Twitch forever.
I think
This is
I
great.
think those are the
Hi.
rules.
Hello.
I think the hardest decision will be figuring out what Fox wants to do. A 3-way, a threesome, a gangbang with only 3 people, or maybe 4, 5. Is it an orgy?
I think 5 constitutes as a gangbang. I'm not really a specialist on this though.
Everyone keeps saying 5, but I don't know.
I
It's
thought it was
3
4.
minimum. 3 minimum on 1 person.
Yeah,
One
it's
person
who's
gets
getting the
gang
attention.
bangs.
Yeah.
You know, I keep
That's one person
thinking of
getting
just like a
It's the
3-way.
proportion of attention is what matters.
I think 3
Yeah.
constitutes as airtight. I'm not really sure how that works though.
Ooh.
Either way,
Anyways.
it's a good time. So,
Okay, I know everyone here watches Bubs for the philosophy
Okay.
of orgies,
Yeah.
but they also watch for the role playing game.
Yeah.
So let's keep that in mind. Too.
a gangbang.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you're indulging your vice, right?
Yes.
Usually more than 3. Usually more than 3. Get wrecked. Wikipedia.
So
Thank
I
you.
don't have a purveyor for you, because technically everyone has a purveyor. So this is your hookup for the orgies.
She's her own purveyor because she makes them happen.
Yeah, I kind of just like walk around outside. Like,
I don't think it works that way.
oh, I think it does work that way.
around. Who wants to get fucked?
And
Who wants to get fucked?
that does not work.
Wait, I got an idea. Here
Where's
we
the
go.
cruising part?
How about there's a scene where Lily shows up at Rufus's door and is like, "Hello, Rufus," and then she's like,
Well, I met people at his fucking bar.
"Oh no, Rufus is the one that you traumatized
Oh,
earlier."
that's Rufus. I'm sorry. I thought we
You're
were
like-
talking about
And
Luz.
he's like, "Oh no, is it that time again?" And you're like, "Yeah," and you're like,
I don't want to have to go to the same guy every
No,
single
but listen.
time, okay? Like,
Yeah,
You're
plus
like-
he has no nipples now, so he's not a
yeah, he's ruined. He's
No, but-
physically ruined. I'm not
but-
going back.
You tell him, bring all your friends this time.
You could go to Lutz.
Do you think I could, while indulging my vice, do you think I could get back on his good side?
Loots?
Ooh.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean, no?
We fucked his.
What
like,
do you mean no? You
we destroyed his baby.
This pussy is
You
bomb.
ruined his bar. You ruined his bar.
Oh my god. Oh well,
You destroyed his life.
I wasn't ready.
So regrettably, no. Just you're not going to be able to bang your way out of that one.
Oh, come on. You're really not any fun here, huh?
No. Look, I'm he got out of the thievery game and was setting something up, and then he thought you guys needed a little handout and was helping you out, and you ruined his life. So no. Okay.
But this pussy's bomb. It could save his life.
Counterpoint.
Not a
Bomb
follow-up.
no. No. Negative Ghost Rider.
All right, well,
You have to pick someone else.
And it doesn't.
You have other
necessarily
friends on your
matter,
sheet. You can pick
like,
someone else
how
down
you
there.
I
Yeah,
have
right.
dangerous friends.
Yeah, you have your fighter friend, don't you?
Can I sleep with the enemy?
Hell yeah, you can.
Oh,
And you
fuck
get to die.
yeah! Oh no, I don't like that.
What
They're a
about-
contact, right? If they help you indulge your vice, then yeah.
Lily, what about if you
Then
take
they're gonna kill me?
what
No.
about if you take
You get a
take
dice,
Mercy?
not a. You get a die. It's an extra dice.
Yeah.
Oh!
I mean, it's when you get help from a friend or
God,
contact, and an
no.
enemy. I would consider an enemy as a contact.
Yeah,
Oh
this-
fuck yeah! All right, let's go. I know he has a different name, but I love calling him Chile because I think it's so fucking fancy.
Okay, yeah, Chile.
Chile, yeah. Let's go fuck Chile.
It's
I was
supposed to be
gonna-
Chale, but Chile is his name now. It's a him, right? Chile. Or is it
God, I
her?
hope so. I think
It's a
it's
vicious thug, so who knows? Okay.
Well, I pictured Chile as a man, not as
Okay.
a woman. Now, Mercy, I pictured that as a woman because everyone else did. No, I'm like,
I was
okay.
going to suggest you go out for Mercy with like celebration drinks.
You know,
Like, ah, we
I
lived.
thought that too, but like, if I can fuck the villain who is a different villain, I'm golden.
Yeah. All right. So you're indulging your vice with Chile.
Oh, fuck yes. Okay,
right,
how do
so
I
you get-
roll the dice?
So you're gonna be rolling your lowest. You're gonna be rolling insight, but you get +1 die. So
Ah.
you're gonna be rolling with 1 bonus die.
Ooh, okay.
4. You recovered 4 stress.
1, 2, oh, 2.
So you covered half of your stress.
Okay.
For one action.
Yeah.
You wanna do it
Can I
again?
Do it
Yeah,
again.
I do.
All right.
Please
This will be
overindulge.
your.
Round
This is,
2.
Please overindulge. Just
this,
please.
this is your last one for free.
Oh my god. All right. I still get the bonus one, right?
Yeah, you get that bonus die. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait. You did. Yes.
Oh my
You overindulged. Okay. Let's talk about overindulging again.
That means it was just a good time.
Hey, at the end of the session, you get XP. You indulge for getting in trouble with your vice. So don't worry about that. This is why we play. Oh, you overindulged. Did you attract trouble? Do you want to roll another engagement? Do you want to brag about your exploits for additional heat?
Brag about my exploits.
Oh, to your villain? Oh my god! Oh my
Yes!
god! To your enemy? Oh my god! That's amazing. Yeah, totally. Of course. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You just kind of reenact a sexual version of your blender.
Yes, that's exactly round 2 is just me talking the entire
So-
time while intercoursing this man, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, and I'm like
No.
biting his neck and shit, and like
It's-
leaving like marks and shit, but like not like ripping the jugular out like I did before eating it.
No, but I really like the idea. This is shot for shot, like on the other side of the screen, like there's a middle divider, and it's actually like the shot of like the spirit wardens and the blue coats like reenacting like what's going on, like figuring out like how the body was, and it's like what if it was one dude with 6 guns, kind of, you know, like
And it's this tiny fucking woman.
and while you're just going to town, the other, okay, works. And the best part though is that all the blue coats are like, how the fuck did anyone do this? You know what I mean? Like they're all like, how did this happen? And so it's like there's all scratching their heads, right? And oh yeah, it's really good. Cool.
Nice.
All right.
So we're
Yeah, so
one
you
heat
brag
away
about
from
it.
being wanted again.
Yeah, you're 1 heat away.
Intercoursing. Intercoursing.
Yeah.
You hit
You
us with
just can't-
that pussy is bomb, and you went with intercoursing. Good
Yeah.
lord.
The
expected
clip.
a high bar of
the-
smut from you, Lily. Okay, you said it. You said it so high.
The clip is the bomb pussy. The title of this episode is just intercoursing.
Good god.
That's just how this works now.
Oh my god.
One's more ad.
I'm glad we're all adults here.
You know, there's going to be someone from work, Panic, that's going to be like, is there anything you want to tell us? But nah. What I do on my own time, fuck you.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's so good. Thank you, Lily.
You know what? You're very welcome. Oh
Amazing.
god.
Oz? Oz has been the hero helping everyone else out, just the quiet type.
Yeah. How can I help, Oz?
So I was thinking I should.
NoSound.com. It's your homepage.
Sorry. I should
There you
find a way to reduce all this heat.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a great idea.
Uh-huh,
You are literally
uh-huh.
the mom of the group.
Resource management in this game.
You're the one stitching everybody up, giving everybody Capri Suns and oranges, telling them they did a great job, and reducing their heat.
I don't know if I have that kind of bedside manner, but sure.
You are. You're basically just the mom. You're coming out with like Rice Krispie treats, making you okay, sweetheart.
Good.
Stop numbing your shoulder.
You're just the plague doctor mask mom.
Right?
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
adorable, and I want to draw it.
Little plague doctor. It's a little
Yeah,
hard.
so-
Like an apron, but like a plague doctor mask.
Yeah, just,
The apron is, of course, all bloodied
Oh,
it's
yeah.
true.
with love.
Like,
it's a pink apron covered in fucking blood.
Why am I
Yeah.
picturing? Because
Think of, like 1920s housewife, like
Mhm.
holding like like a mitt, like cookies or something, but it's got like some surgical instruments with the plague mask
Mhm.
on. It'll be great.
man, correct me if I'm wrong, but in Doskvol, isn't there like instead of just a bunch of horses everywhere, don't they have like goats or like rams that pull wagons? Right?
yeah.
Can you imagine, like,
giant
On the
ram.
back of a fucking wagon, it's not that like that stick figure family, but it's all us, and it's our characters on the back of a wagon being drawn by a giant ram. That would be intense. I need that art. That would be gold.
What is it? So what does it look like when you reduce heat?
Right. So I have to figure out a way to do that. So we're talking about reducing all of this heat that we've gotten from destroying the bar and killing the void.
Yeah.
The only thing I can really think of to reduce that level of heat is to have maybe placed, like, maybe I had placed, like if I do flashback, okay, I don't know if I can do flashback in the middle of a downtime, but I was thinking of maybe placing red herrings and stuff so that it's not as easy for it to be on to pin it on us. Is that
Well, what you do is you make a trait roll to reduce heat, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can sort or you command the local citizenry to shut up, So that sounds like you're tinkering.
yeah, like I messed with the evidence that we left
right.
behind
You're
in the-
fabricating evidence and stuff.
Yeah. Do I need to take stress to have flashback so that
No.
all this stuff was in place prior to?
No, welcome to downtime.
Cool.
This is you being able to do that. But I love the idea. That's actually what it is. But
Mhm.
this is your action, reducing heat. Love it. That's so cool.
All right, cool. And then
That's totally what you would do.
right. And I wish there was something I could use too, like some kind of bomb or something, but I didn't think about that. So
You
anyway,
have a friend?
I just have a corpse thief friend.
you just throw an extra corpse in there? Throw them off? Oh, by
Actually,
the
yeah,
way-
I like that.
Yeah. By the way,
I
you
like
just
that
have
a
a
lot.
corpse thief contact.
Yeah.
Also, corpse thief contact would be a good band name. I'll listen to
Yeah,
that.
we'll throw in like we'll have a corpse on the side of like a neighboring, like a different gang, maybe like in a different district,
Yeah.
right? And then that
Could be
way
a
it looks like they
yeah.
were involved and we necessarily weren't.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. So,
Man.
but like we had to like rush to get that guy, get that guy pulled while the bells are ringing and stuff, and like
Frankly, your friend's
Transplant them.
business is booming. He can't hold. He's doing that meme where it's like, I can't hold all these bodies 'Cause there's so many of them.
excellent.
He's laughing. Like,
Okay, so so that sounds like I'm consorting with him.
I mean, you're just tinkering by setting up the evidence. It's just your friend's helping you.
Gotcha. And so
But you
if
could be
I'm
consorting
being
if you
helped-
want. Yeah, like I can't tell you what to roll here, but I just
No, I mean,
Based
if
on
I
the
could do
script.
tinker, I'd rather do that. But so if I'm getting help from a friend, that's +1 die.
correct.
Okay.
You got it.
And position is controlled.
Yeah.
Or risky.
It's controlled because it's downtime. the same sort of consequences don't exist. It's like you succeed is just how much do you succeed at it.
I understand. Okay. Oh,
Your dice are just like, I'm doing
5.
my best, man.
I know.
5. Okay. So when you do a 5, I believe you reduce it by 2.
Correct. Yep. So I undid the.
Yeah, the bragging.
Well, yes and no, right? I feel like this is more. I threw the blue coats for a loop, but then the bragging that she did just put us right back where we started.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, this happened beforehand. Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Or there's like we cut back and forth between the two scenes of you going to all this work to do a thing, and then immediately smash cut to being smashed.
So, anyways,
and
it
then
started shoot.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking I should. Should I
Fox
just?
is so reckless and is bragging, and you're like, okay, we put the body like this. Yes, I'm sorry. That's really good. That's really, really good.
Mm-hmm,
That highlights. Oh, yeah.
I also want to spend a downtime.
Yeah, one more.
Probably further healing. Shmooze or whip, whichever. So like we can kind of just tick that clock further.
Yeah.
I think it would make more sense to put it all on one person.
Yeah.
Since Shmooze is already down to 2, it's
What do you
feasible
want?
that we get Shmooze down to 1 and not have minus D rolls for Shmooze.
Yeah. Right.
Are you
So
just gonna
we
do?
should.
Oh my god.
What?
Sorry, I just realized. So you never treated yourself.
I haven't had my downtime yet.
Oh, you haven't had it. I'm sorry.
He has
yeah.
a plan.
I'm last.
Right.
He did his very mysterious Jedi. I have a plan. So in Whip we trust. He's got an idea.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do another physical roll. I'm gonna sit Shmooze back down and say, "Hold on, I have an idea."
I go to get up, and he puts his hand on my other shoulder, just puts me down and goes, "No, you need. I'm getting the rest of this out." I'm like, "Okay." I look at him almost like, "Okay, Mom. Okay, fine. Take the apron off." But whatever. He
6.
continues doing what he's doing.
So there you go. That's 3. That fills up 3. So that finishes your progress clock. So now you're down to 1.
Ho, ho, ho.
No, it's not. I'm done. My progress clock was on 1.
Right.
on
So
1
it
out of
adds
4.
3 to 4.
True.
Once it hits 4, then it lowers all of your harm down 1 level. So now your shrapnel went down to level
1.
When
And progress
you
clock is still on.
yes, so now you have a 0 out of 4 clock for your level 1 harm. It's like a sushi track that every time you heal up, everything goes down 1.
Got you. Okay, cool. No healing clock. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that has, what effect does that have on me, if any?
Yeah, it means that you have reduced effect. It basically it's like a lingering of
But
harm.
no
So
dice roll penalty.
no, so what would it mean is that like if you were doing anything that was kind of physical, I could say that you would have lower effect by the end of it because your shoulder's hurting you.
Not to
So you could like push
shoot
yourself or
myself.
use gear to counteract that, right? But
right, not to shoot myself in the foot here, but when I rolled for what was it, Purveyor, I believe it was, I used consort. Did you take into effect the -1?
no, because your
Doesn't-
shoulder doesn't bother you trying to go talk to people and stuff like that, right?
Okay, cool. You know, I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot. Yeah, right.
you
you're
were-
right. Doesn't do anything. Exactly.
If you were level 3 harm cursed with leprosy, then like we were talking about
That's
it.
true.
But, like,
Yeah.
you're-
Okay. Fair point. All right. Good. I'm on level 1 harm. Continue.
And then I'm going to spend a coin of mine to. I want to train, so I'm just going to drop 2 XP into prowess. There, that'll be my downtime.
And
So
you can
I'm
put-
like,
you-
I'm
can do
tinkering with
that.
the guns. I'm tinkering with the guns, and I'm just like practicing. Like I'm aiming. I'm figuring out like how the mechanisms work, and seeing like how to best like quick draw them or like quickly load them and draw them and like reduce the time that takes. But I'm gonna need more practice still.
Totally. And so you get 2 XP for that, right? You mentioned that, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
So
That's
I
because
just
we
need
have the
2 more.
training. We have that training perk That anytime you put experience and you train prowess, you get 2 experience for 1 action.
Yep.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah.
That's it
being
for
able
me.
to train is nice when you're not having to heal and be stressed out all the time. Cool. Then that concludes downtime, I imagine.
I still have to go.
Oh yeah.
I guess Bubs just walked away. I was going to ask him something if he'd come with me, but I guess to kind of set the scene for that, hopefully he'll be back in a second, is that I can imagine like this is the flashback of like what's happened over the week or so of time, like all these different things have been happening. And I want to imagine that somewhere in that time, like I've been obsessed over an idea and I've been very reclusive, and I basically like invited Sever in for like a couple moments, and I'm like, we don't have time to fix this, and my leg is just like my right leg is just completely fucked up, and I have him like tinker me. Like I think maybe the reason he gets better at tinker is he spends a week making some sort of like a leg, like straight leg brace, and fashioning like a really crude cane out of like a piece of metal, and like we'd like whittle some wood to give myself a handle, and I basically am just hobbling around on a really fucked up leg with this crazy metal brace thing and like a
like splintered
crude cane. And then I think at some point I come to a realization, and I go find Coomer, and I say, Coomer, I need to do something. I need you to come with me and watch my back. Are you okay with that? Okay, so Eric, I want to take the papers that we have and Coomer, and I want to go to the place that anybody in the neighborhood would go to when they wanted help solving a weird problem from the gondoliers.
Mm-hmm.
So I would want to go just be able to talk to one of them face to face, or however they, interact with people. I'm assuming that's something that we know, like street knowledge.
Yeah, I brought this up super long ago. Yes, the gondoliers are basically like witchers. Before the spirit wardens are around, everyone folksy would go to a gondolier to help them if there was a haunting or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, so you would know the ways to do it. I think this way they tend to be near the canals of Doskvol. So you probably just have to go down to one of the canals. If you want to imagine for a minute, a lot of Doskvol's canals are maybe like 20 feet high off the ground, and there's usually like a water level access as well running below it. So like imagine sort of the main street, and there's sort of like a walled fence or like gated fence, like so no one just can jump into the canal, right? But then right underneath that, there's maybe like a little like sidewalk area that's 15 feet down right next to the water. So like there's like a second level, but so you probably have to go down there in some sort of and follow those sort of passageways that mostly just access tunnel kind of stuff, right? Like maintenance-y or even like sailory kind of stuff. So yeah, you have to just go down there and know what you're doing.
Okay. So we go down there. Do we end up? I'm assuming I'd like to end up meeting a person, maybe just a individual gondolier, or somebody comes up with a boat, something like that.
Yeah, so I think what you actually have to do is that you have to go through. There's an old livestock building, that used to hold a bunch of goats, but it's been retooled now. Apparently, one of the I would love it if what's his name, the manufacturer from the first episode, has bought this place and is going to rebuild it to a new like manufacturing place, promising jobs to people, etc. Blah blah blah. And so you're like walking through this place, so you have to go through this sort of like pre-construction site, and because that has access to the water, where there's some docks, and that's where you're meeting the gondoliers here. So I think meeting gondolier here, it's something like you probably have to bring a lantern, and maybe I think it's like a signal lantern. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so we'll do that. Yeah,
like a hooded lantern that you like.
Yeah, like flash it a couple times in the right spot, and the gondolier, pulls up. I don't know, like even what a gondolier would even look like. Maybe it'd be something.
Right. I think gondoliers they look pretty inconspicuous from the rest of society. There's nothing like You know, there's no trials or anything in them, even though I use like the Witcher references, right?
Is
But
there
there's
anything-
nothing.
There's nothing differentiating them. Sorry, is there anything majorly differentiating them from the regular populace?
No, and I think that's what makes them so like they've been able to last so long. And what's also most interesting about that is that while these people have a connection to, say, the ghost field, they don't provide creepiness. It's like that's. I think maybe that's one of their claims to fame is sort of how inoculating they are to the spiritual and the weird and the ghosts, and how they kind of keep it away from and protect people, and including themselves. Like they have those sort of gifts, so that they're able to not be ruined.
Do we have, on that note, do we have anyone with like ghost voice? It would only be me, wouldn't it? But I don't have it.
No,
I think it would just
No.
be
you know.
I'll ask.
Yeah. So I as this boat pulls up, Eric, I want to look at the person pushing the boat along. I assume he's got like a long pole, you know, going
Yeah,
back and forth, doing the
totally.
whole 9
Yeah.
yards.
They're out of the water right now, like their ship's moored, and they just flashed you the receiving signal. This one's wearing a long red scarf, and you can tell that they're actually Aruvian.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're wearing like really like ragged kind of fisherman's boots that look like they're really damp. There's nothing very, very like, oh, this person's rich and stuff. This person seems like they've worked their lives on the water.
Gotcha. So
Bony,
then
weathered skin.
yeah. So then as they pull close, I say to them, you said they look Aruvian, yeah?
Yeah.
I say to them in perfect Hadrathi, I have a proposal. I need to talk to you. This can't be delayed.
Did you bring coin?
That's an interesting question.
I presume talking to, if you have a job
Yeah.
for them, it's
Yeah.
transactional in nature.
Yeah, I would have brought 1 coin
Yeah.
from.
Or is this
I-
like, did you promise them a job or something that you're like a promise them an action, or and that's been like a flashback kind of thing that's set up?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have sent a message beforehand. I wanted to make it clear that I have something to offer that they're very interested in.
Right.
I have the documents with me. And I'm basically
Okay.
flashing this stack of documents like I've got
Yeah.
something with me here you need to see right now.
Right. Okay. Right. So I think in Hadrathi they say like, you know, like what is this? Tell me what I'm seeing.
This is a gift. I think he would look back at Coomer and he would say, "This is a gift. I'm also offering myself, but I need to be able to talk with you. I have the guarantee of a conversation. If you don't like what I say, you can let me off wherever you want to let me off. I just want to be heard."
I believe this would be in better hands with a news rake.
Can I tell you what I've seen? There's ghosts about to be popping up, and there's spirit wardens already here, and I know a lot about that. And I know you're interested because I know those bodies are going to end up probably somewhere close to what you're dealing with.
Yeah, I think they see there's something more about you than meets the eye, and they kind of like they stop looking kind of tense, but they kind of look at you for more of like, tell me more what you're saying and where you're going at. I'm listening. I'm digging what you're putting down.
Okay. So I look at Coomer and I take a big old deep breath, and I drop the Hadrathi finally, and I say, "These papers in front of me are all of the financial records and plans and documents for the next year that the merchants in Devil's Furnace are planning to fix all of their prices. The Bluecoats want this, the magistrates want it, everybody wants this. This is valuable, and this is an offering to let you know that I'm serious about what I'm about to say." And I just like put it like on the ground between us. And I say, we were part of what went down earlier with the Void, and I saw them do things that I never imagined could be possible. I have guns, and they can do things that looks like magic. And I know this is my only resort, so I'm coming to you, and here's my offer. You get that to do with whatever you want to do. And make me an acolyte of the gondoliers. And I say, I need you to let me into this. And I'm willing to give everything. And if there's a role here, I have a devil's bargain for you. That's integral to this scene.
Yeah, I mean, this sounds like a project where you'd be rolling a trait, and right now it sounds like you're trying to sway them by offering them, enticing them with
I'm almost commanding him. I'm saying I need you to let me in. Right? That implied like this needs to happen.
Okay. I feel like command. I didn't feel it was. I thought it was a little bit more friendly than forcing them. But yeah.
I can get more forceful.
No, that's fine. No, I'll just change. I'll think about it a little bit more. But yeah, no, go ahead.
Also, if you want to, and this might be actually here. Let's do this. Let's up the ante.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he says no. Like it's like.
So I pinged chat. I'll take 2 stress to roll my best action rating while performing a different action because that's the ability that I just got.
Boy,
so we'll say it's command, and I'll take the 2 stress for doing that.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could. I mean, I was going to give it to you. I think what he says after you're like, we need to do this. He's like, I think I was going to give you a chance to do it before that. But saying like, boy, the boats are full. There's no more room for new acolytes.
How does Whit move around with his massive balls dragging on the ground?
Pretty much.
I had to build a brace for those too. You just can't see it.
Coomer's been carrying them behind like a good mule.
He just slung them over his shoulder like a scarf.
Awesome.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's game and narratively more fun if I use my new ability that now chat can see. Because I pinged it. So I'll make a command roll.
Yeah.
Against this guy. Position. Well, I guess we should negotiate position.
Yeah.
In fact.
Because it's downtime.
Oh, so it's control.
You'll ultimately succeed. Is just by how much do you succeed?
Standard.
Yeah.
Control standard.
It's downtime. Yeah.
Okay. So
the number of ticks. Yeah, your end result is the number of ticks on this clock.
Okay, I want to crit this because my entire, and this is like as an aside to the audience, my entire plan involves getting initiated right now, even if it's just step 1 where they're like, yes, you're in. So I am going to. Eric, would you ever take a devil's bargain that was, if it was bad enough, you would just guarantee an automatic success?
No.
Okay. So that makes this even funner. I'm going to take a devil's bargain to get greater effect because I want great effect. Controlled great instead of controlled standard.
You don't get to control the effect in this roll. This is free play. This is downtime.
Okay. So then the devil's bargain is just the number of dice that I'm rolling.
Yes, the number of dice you roll, and the highest result indicates the amount of hits you get on the clock here.
No pressure.
Here's my devil's bargain.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to get more for it, but it's a narrative devil's bargain that, He's so obsessed with doing this, he says, I know that it probably involves some pretty weird shit getting into your becoming an acolyte. And he goes, I'm willing to pay any cost. And the implication there is the dice that I'm taking for the devil's bargain means that this level 3 harm, this limp and this cane never goes away. It becomes permanent.
Oh, this is like some Arthas becomes Lich King level shit here.
Yeah.
Price.
A permanent level 3 injury for that seems like I'm gonna reject it because it's just too hard.
Sure?
That's so hard on yourself for no payoff.
But
like
here's the thing.
That would be like make me an acolyte, Lord Skurlock.
Yeah.
Also, like,
kind of thing.
shouldn't
not just like a random gondolier initiate.
Or
shouldn't I have like
You're
rolled?
selling yourself short there.
Can we make it a permanent some level of harm?
Yeah, I think taking a level 1
a limp, man.
Yeah, just filling in a level 1 harm slot would probably be.
I was ready to go.
I'm not giving you level. I know you would. I
Professor
see
X.
I know. I see you, but I'm going to tell you save it for something that's a little bit more meaningful than just can I join the Boy Scouts?
They got a really cool tool that I need right now. So.
They do. I know. I mean, the Spirit Wells are pretty sick.
The means. You've gone on vacation and fallen out of your
not that.
Okay. Kind of that. When you become an acolyte of the gondoliers, you gain the Whisper's Compel ability.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm after.
Right.
I want that right now.
Okay. Yeah. So to gain that ability, then this is a 6 clock.
Okay. All right. let's do it. So I'm gonna roll. So we're just gonna roll command control.
You're doing command.
Okay. And then the bonus dice is for the permanent level 1 harm.
Ooh,
Okay.
no problem, right?
And let's see. And I can push myself. No, push myself or doubles bargain. Oh, it's Coomer's assisting though. So Coomer, are you willing to
Yes.
assist me to give me an extra bonus die?
Yes, little unsettled.
Are you? Are you complicit in letting him be like, yes, let me join the gondoliers?
Whip has never really he's never really steered us wrong up to this point, and he's always considered everything that Coomer has had to like
So you're trusting him.
had to say, yeah, I'm gonna trust him until it backfires, and then I'll beat the shit out of him later when I feel like it's failing.
Okay, that's right. So like, do you offer your help? Has a lot to say here about your character, and that's trusting him.
It's
That's
trust,
why
yeah,
I
it's-
really do think that like your help here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's just trust. Whatever I can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is there like a hand? I imagine in my head like there's like a handshake or something. You know, there's like like, are you sure about this? Like, kind of
Yeah.
without saying, and you're like, yeah.
Maybe he asks he asks me to repeat something, and we like as the audience, like I know what it is, but as the audience, like Coomer sees him say repeat after me, and then he says something in Hadrathi, and then I repeat it perfectly back to him, and then there's a handshake.
I imagine it's probably more sign languagey
Or it could be sign language, yeah.
for Coomer.
Like do this motion. Oh yeah, cool. All right, here we go.
That's cool. It's not a crit, even though you rolled 5 dice.
Damn. All right.
RNGesus is not with you.
But that fills what, three segments?
You're halfway there.
I could just do it again.
You could.
I could just do it again. Yep, I'm gonna do it
What's the
again.
devil's bargain this time then?
Oh.
It's an
Bargain
extra die,
this-
right? You can't. No, you can only take 1 permanent harm for.
Listen,
Oh no, I will do that again. I will do that
Let's
again.
get hours.
No, I think I just get 1 less dice. If Coomer's willing to help me, and I get 1 less dice, because what I'll do is I'll just push myself. Or no, I'll still get dice because I'll push myself instead of taking it up as a bargain. So I'll push myself, get a bonus dice. If Coomer's willing to help me again, cool.
But then you can't gambit. I mean, you can, but there's additional stress, right? Because you're in Rook's Gambit to command. No, wait, hold on. I think we're getting ahead mechanically, but I think what this looks like again is this is the shit where it's like Mr. Miyagi sends you home being like, you're not ready yet, and you're back like the next day after like you just been, you know what I mean? Like you're back.
I'm like, no, like let's go. I need this like right now.
There, like, try this on for size, and then like he holds his hand out and says the power word, as like then like your leg just like grimps up like permanently as like that's that level 1 harm that's on there, right? And you're like, get out of here, and like if I catch you back here tomorrow, you'll get it hurt even worse, and that's supposed to be like just get the hell out of here, you wacky kid. But then really when you come back, it's like, oh, he actually meant it.
Am I able to assist as well?
I mean, if you catch me coming out the next day,
Yeah, this is a different downtime action.
The next
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
can I? But I want to
I'm
know if I'm
super pissed off.
What's your end game here, Palpatine? I need to know.
So like, did Coomer come back and tell you? Because you have no idea what went on.
Yeah, he said so much.
Oh yeah, of course. Coomer fucking bragged.
You
to the
wouldn't
whole crew,
believe
being
it.
like, what the hell are you doing?
There was a lot of nodding and grunting and hand gestures, and I figured it out.
Okay, so like we're having this conversation, like you catch up with me on the way to the second day, and you're
Yeah, I'm
like,
running
tell me
after
what
you.
the fuck is going on. All right, I'm like, all right, look, here's the deal. We've got guns. That doesn't mean fuck all. You saw up close with me that you've recovered from, and I haven't. What happened when those weird ass guys put their hands up and they could block bullets? We are way over our heads in the idea that like, I think the people feel safer. I think the crew feels safer that we have guns now. There is shit out there that guns, no. Like, if we're going to survive any of this, the game has changed. And this is my access. You want to know what the end game is? Here's the end game. If they let me in and I get a power, an ability, a thing that they're, I don't know, you've probably heard the nursery rhymes as a kid, but it says you can call forth a ghost. And then you and me and everybody else goes directly to the crows and says, here's the plan all along, right? We talked about it. We
That
got
sounds like-
ambushed. We had to defend ourselves. Here's this fucking piece of shit contract they tried to make us sign. But here's the deal. Since you sent them, we're still willing to join you, and I have an ability to talk to your dead boss.
Sounds like a great idea, and it's well thought out. But at what cost do you gain this ability? Because I don't know. I'm asking now. But at what cost do you gain this? What's it cost you? What are you willing to give up to get this? Is this
He just
really...
he looks at his leg like this is slowing me down, but it's not stopping me.
But by you being slowed down, you're hindering all of us. We are a team. We work together. If you're slow, then
I will.
Right.
There is a
jump in.
mechanical cost here.
Yeah.
I think you have to you take another obligation.
Oh, as a vice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a gondolier.
Yep.
In training, if anyone flashes the thing and you're able to help, you have to help.
Absolutely. I'm
I think
totally down with that.
That's part of the rules of being a gondolier.
I
You can ask for money though, but yeah.
all right. I like the justification. If you're willing to hurt yourself, you slow us all down. But this is one just giant gamble. We've done gamble after gamble and risk after risk so far, and luckily, because Fox is as we say in Australia, a mad cunt, things worked out. But look, if you really think that this is the way to go, then all right, I'll follow you. I'll help you out on this. But
Let me put it this way. I've thought about it for a week. Every possible alternative or person that would get involved, like any way that I can see this ending, not doing this, ends in one or all of us dying eventually.
So you've thought about this. You've thought about this thoroughly.
This is the only way that potentially we can extricate ourselves from the situation that we have found ourselves in.
You're talking about extricating ourselves thoroughly, and you've thought about this thoroughly. But why does only Coomer know, and only do I know upon hounding you for information?
Also, flashback to Sever, who's like, my not so professional medical advice is that you stay in bed and rest and let me work on you.
I'm like waving you out of the room as I'm scribbling in my journal, just like a madman. Yeah. I think he takes a really hard look at Shmooze and he says, there's nothing that I can say that's going to convince you this is the right thing, and it takes time to do that. So for better or for worse, I'm doing everything I can as quickly as I can to be able to help us survive this stuff. And sometimes that means I'm going to do something and not tell people. And I wish it was another way, but it's not. And whenever I get the chance to, I will. But I understand if that makes people uncomfortable. But I'm going to act how I'm going to act, but it's in the best interest of everyone here, even those kids. And that's why I took Coomer, because I wanted him to see what I'm trying to do for him. Because especially now that he told us about the fucking blue coat, I need power that I don't have. And I'm willing to pay a cost that none of y'all are willing to pay. That means I slow you down on a day-to-day. I'm sorry, but you go on a mission with my help and my planning. You don't need me there necessarily. I will be there. But this is how those things get done. We can go on as many as we want. This is how they get done.
Shmooze looks at Wib, nods his head, and says, okay. It's all in or nothing then, and offers him a fist, like as a fist bump. Okay, that's it. I like that reasoning. Okay, good. I'm coming with him. Bit of help.
Cool. So we go back the second day. Are we still going to do command roll again? Or like, what are we going to roll, Eric?
Yeah, I think it's command, because I don't think it's one of those things where he's trying to test your mettle by being like, get out of here, you're not worth it here, and you're showing him, you're like, no, you're going to train me. Yeah, that's why it's command.
Okay, so
right.
Controlled, standard, pushing myself again,
right, yeah.
getting
like he's literally doing that classic Sundar like sensei, like,
Got it. Okay, oh, I lost the window. Okay, so it's controlled, standard, 2 bonus dice. So you're gonna have to take a stress, Shmooze, to help me, and then.
Are you? Are you Shmooze? Are you prepared? Are you cool with this?
Yeah, I am. I will.
Not to be stressed out by what you're gonna witness.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah,
Or cruise into weird shit, but like this is weirder than what Lily's into.
He's
Fox, I
hasn't
should
let
say.
us down
Fox is
so
it.
far. I like his end game plan. It was thought out. It was by questioning Whip. I wanted to know if it was. I wanted to question to see if it was a well thought out idea. If it actually put some considerable thought, or he was like, you know, fuck this, I'm doing it. I wanted to know if he's actually put in some considerable time and effort in thinking about this. It turns out he has to some extent. And I agree, I stand by what I said. It's all in or nothing. And yes, while he might slow us down on day to day, I'm willing to take the 2 stress if it means that
It's only 1 for you.
Oh, that was really?
Yeah, it's 2 to push yourself, 1 to assist a teammate.
Okay, yeah, good. So I'm willing to take that 1 stress, taking me to 4 if it means he's more successful. I'm willing to do that.
Cool. All right, here we go. I'm gonna hit the roll.
You all
Do it.
supportive.
5, 4, 2, 3, 4.
10 dice, 1 6.
That's still
Rough.
six parts, right? It's 3 for the first one, 3 for the second one, or is it 2? And...
No, it's 2.
God damn
A
it.
4 or 5 is 2, so you're at 5 out of 6.
Can he spend a coin to upgrade that to 3?
Yeah, I mean technically yes.
I'd have to spend a crew coin. I don't have any.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would be fine if you do, because even though Sever doesn't know, I, Oz, agree with you that this is probably important for us moving forward. It's a
Maybe
good investment for us.
maybe we can do the thing where like Shmooze like sees that he's almost there, and you like slip me a coin as like a non-verbal like
Yeah, I would.
reassurance,
I can
and
feel
then
it.
and then we can figure out where it came from later. But you just happen to have it on you, and you're just like.
I would. Yeah, well, Smooth, if anyone's going to have a secret coin tucked away on them, it's going to be me. Yeah,
probably
I
true.
slide in the coin. I can. Sorry.
So that's probably true.
Yeah, it's true. So I can see that Whip's really going at it. He's giving his all. I understand in that particular moment that he's invested so much into this that failure is not an option, or at least not an attractive one. So I just, regrettably, but understandably, slide him a coin that I had tucked away, hopefully for a new watch, because Fox got the other one covered in blood. That just will not come out. So
It's
yeah,
a pop of color. It looks nice.
Okay.
yeah.
So do we just make the same roll again, Eric? Is that how do you want to?
No, you increase the effect level.
Increase the effect level. Okay, yeah, and then so that puts us at.
So that fills out the clock.
Okay, cool.
So you are now an official. Here's the thing, though. Let's talk about this because you're now a part of the gondoliers, right? Do you remember where it says where you get the
Yeah, it's in their quirks under the
quirks.
faction.
Initiating the gondoliers grants the whisper compel special ability.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No. You then. Okay. So then I think the last scene here, maybe before we go to a quick little break, is the initiation ritual of joining the gondoliers. No one else can come to this, only you, obviously.
Okay.
Don't you fuck with me, Palpatine. I trust you.
But you're not the only one coming to this.
Ow.
I think a lot of from almost all walks of life are here as initiates to the gondoliers. I imagine this is very you were led by someone else, by a gondolier. Like you're told to meet here, and obviously you go by boat. But I think there's just a point where you go so far into the sewers that you're hopelessly lost. You can feel the weight of the city above you, like how far down you are. Where it's quiet and dark, completely dark, and there's no lanterns, yet they guide like they can see, until you finally get to sort of this large opening, almost like a half dome kind of area, where you see some other. Or it's finally like lit by these small little motes of light that kind of just dangle in the air. You're not sure even what those things are. And that's where you see sort of this this cabal basically meeting. Yeah, and I think we'll talk about it after the break. So,
Cool.
Good stuff, everybody.
Okay.
All right, guys. We will be back in
Downtime.
about 5 minutes. So we'll see you guys at, I guess, 11 to 5 Eastern. Not really sure how long we're going to go tonight since we started a little later than normal. So we will see you guys in a moment. Enjoy your break. Run to the bathroom. Do what you got to do. We'll catch you in a few minutes. See you guys then.